Hey friends, it's Ignited Coyote, and we are back at Baxter, Kentucky at the Coal Monument in Harlan County. This used to be the first thing most folks who visited Harlan seen before they got into the town of Harlan, which is just up the road here. But what we're going to talk about today is something my wife has had on her mind and talked about several times. And we've decided to do a video on it. Hey folks, if you enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up and like it. Subscribe to the channel, please. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. We appreciate it. Now, we're going to talk about this closed bridge here in Harlan County at Baxter. This used to be one of the roads into Harlan before they built the 421 bypass, which is right over there. My wife and I have talked about this bridge many times, and we've compared it to another bridge. I don't know if it's structurally sound enough to be used for what we're going to talk about. I don't know if there would be the money for it, but you would like to think there would be some kind of grant money that the city or the county wouldn't have to pay much for. Wow, folks, look at this. This bridge has been here since 1924, according to the sign. Isn't that something? There's a bridge, a trestle bridge like this in Corbin, and we're fixing to show that to you. And they've made like a little park out of it. Now we've been joined by my wife, who will not go any further than this right here because she don't like bridges, especially old bridges.
No, with wood, like the concrete, the main part over there. Not this.
Anyway, what we're going to talk about is how beautiful this bridge would look if they made like a park out of it like they done in Corbin. If this bridge could look like this bridge. Now folks, this bridge in Corbin is much smaller, but the general ideal would be the same. Apparently this bridge was renovated in 2007. And it's called the Engineer Street Bridge. Now, like I said, this one's smaller than the one in Harlan.
About the same.
It's a trestle bridge. It's much smaller, like I said. But the ideal would be about the same.
Yeah,
they've replaced it with a wooden deck completely across it. And you know, I look at it like this. If the one in Harlan's bigger, that's just more they can do with it.
Put the flowers to block like anybody to try to drive anything.
Yeah, make a beautiful little park.
It on one side.
And this bridge is really beautiful when they light it up at the night time and they light it up for Christmas.
Like on the other end of the street where it really
right here. Folks come here all the time and they take graduation pictures, wedding pictures, prom pictures.
Just pictures.
Yeah.
Just to come.
Now folks, I hope this wind isn't making too much noise. There.
Now this is really nice.
Yeah, you know what though? The one in Harlan's got a great view too.
Absolutely.
Now, if the bridge in Harlan, it's old, 1924, I believe it said, if enough people wants to do it, like I said, we'll try to take a look after dark. They turn the lights on. Yeah. That's very pretty. I mean, it's a beautiful little park they have here. They got these flowers and shrubs planted to block it. To keep people from keeping a lunatic from driving a car up on it. As you know what, whenever you do anything, you got to count for lunatics.
Make sure that, the cars are not going to be able to go through there. And what other way to do it but to put a street light and some scrub?
Yeah.
And flowers. Yeah. And it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Put some benches in there.
Well, like I said, is I know people say, well, that's much smaller, and one in Harlan, is much. Well, that's just more to work with, and the more you can do.
Make pretty.
Yeah, more to make parody.
Yeah.
You hear what my little wife said.
I've seen quite a few people be on this at once. Just
Yeah.
taking pictures and looking.
Oh yeah, it's quiet right now, and we had to kind of catch a windy time on a stormy day between storms to get it this empty.
Yeah.
But it's all got to do with people willing to put enough effort in to get something done.
It'd be really nice. It will be a.
But folks, that's the thing. I know these little communities are financially strapped, but a little town will just lay and die if you don't do things to revitalize
and
it.
Keep the memory of the bridge.
And bring it alive.
Make the
And each little thing you do in a little town that brings something back to life that has died out and gone or is disused is something that brings life back to that town.
Looks like they put a flag up.
And that's about as serious as I'll ever get, folks. So I hope you listen to me. Yeah, that flag. They got a gazebo and a flag. Buddy, they just got everything down here. Let's turn around and look at these.
It's really welcoming. Like when you first come in, it's like a welcome thing. Statement.
Yeah. And see, look at these beautiful flowers. And it takes a little bit of effort to keep this up, I'm sure, but boy, it's worth it. I mean, you see people taking pictures on this bridge and posting it on their Facebooks, and people are all over America looking.
Well, in the season.
And seeing,
They still have pumpkins here and mums.
Yeah.
Flowers and things like that for the fall. They'll decorate for the fall.
Yep.
And this, of course, is the spring.
And like I said, I don't know if the one in Harlan is structurally
got little benches down there,
sound enough to do this, but surely it could be inspected and see if it is.
It's a nice idea.
It don't hurt to check. Oh yeah, that's a walking trail here. Yeah, they got this little creek wall. Yeah, this is a creek wall. I think they revitalized this whole little section here. Yeah, got a little place to sit.
And I guess that used
and there's our traditional telephone call. Did you folks think we was gonna let you off the hook in this video? No. Yep. You can you can have this, or you can have an old rundown eyesore, whichever you want.
You say the bridge is closed, or you can open the bridge up for walking and taking pictures and just enjoying it.
Yeah.
And making something out of it, which would be a great idea. I don't see the lights, but they're on there.
Yeah, they're on there. Now, I don't know if this bridge, after it would be inspected, would be considered structurally sound enough to make a park out of. I'm walking on it now, and I see people using it as a shortcut to walk on it all the time, although it's closed to traffic.
Yes. Take pictures.
It's got a great view looking up the
put some flowers out and some lights.
Clover Fork and Martins Fork. I believe that's the Clover Fork and Martins Fork River here going into to meet the Poor Fork and make the Cumberland just behind us a little ways. Beautiful view. Yeah. I mean, my wife is so passionate about wishing this bridge could be restored and be a park. She's out on it. And you guys that watches this channel regular knows my wife is terrified of things like this. But see, it's got a beautiful view. Now, like I said, just use your imagination and transfer, because it's bigger. If you notice, it's bigger than the one in Corbin, because it's got like two sections. If you look here, it's got like two sections, See one, and I'm under one, and there's another one kicking in. Imagine what a beautiful little attraction this would make if they would do the same thing with it that we just looked at in Corbin.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Just look at the beautiful view. Now, friends, let's go back to Corbin and look at the beautiful bridge down there one more time. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to look at it with the lights on at the nighttime, won't we? Because it's really pretty. Like I said, there's actually more space on this. They could do a lot more with it.
well, the little benches like they got, and some flowers and some seats to sit on, lights up here. That would be so pretty. I mean, it's a landmark with that coal mine.
Yeah, my wife was saying something about what happened if all the humans disappeared, how quickly things would grow up.
I mean, concrete with
Yeah.
grass, with
Yeah.
the trees is coming through here. The tree is coming through on the bridge.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, look at that.
It's abandoned and nature just takes over. It's just amazing, like
You know, around this part of the country,
how we keep things up.
I think if humans disappeared, it'd just take a couple years for Coyote to take
Well,
over.
there's a tree down there, and
Yeah.
then the
Yeah.
what do you call that vine that just
Coyote, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Totally
I think
over.
Coyote, in a few years, if humans disappeared, roads, bridges, everything would be hid. Even our towns down here in the south, evidence we existed would disappear quickly. It'd be hidden under the vine. The vine.
Hey, one day when that's growing back, I know a
Yeah.
few houses that took over.
Yeah.
We actually
Oh
go
yeah.
see.
Well, hey folks, let's run back down to Corbin and take one more look at what they done with their little trestle bridge. Ain't this beautiful after dark?
Yes.
Ain't you folks glad we brought you back with the lights on?
We're gonna walk across the
Why, of course we are. Listen at the frogs.
Some lights come in
Yeah.
as you walk by.
Lights always goes out as I walk by them. I don't know what it is. Maybe I got electrical field.
Maybe so. It's a beautiful night.
Yeah.
Let's look at the view.
They got the benches. I've seen folks down here late at night sitting and talking.
Some big old lights.
Yeah.
Now they have Christmas lights.
Yeah, but now
do
they have
too,
Christmas
like
lights. They
clear
light this up.
lights.
They light this up really good with Christmas lights. There's the Riverside Walk they've got. Lights reflecting in the water. Boy, that's pretty, ain't it? Don't you think that's pretty?
I do.
I'm glad you agree with me. I love those lights on that water. Let me ask you something, sweetheart. Would you call this romantic?
I do.
I would too. This is a romantic place.
Little bridge.
Yeah. Little bridge.
See a lot of couples come down here to take pictures.
Yeah. Oh, if you look, they even do the
Sit on the benches.
they even do the lock thing here. I think they take the
They
locks.
stop too.
Yeah. No, they
Well, they take 'em
off of the rail, but a couple are putting them on the benches. See. Now, see, the ideal is, as long as the lock stays there, you'll stay together. Well, it's a romantic
Well,
thing
there's 3
couples
locks
does.
on-
What was you saying?
The locks on the bridge, they started putting them on the benches.
Yeah. Yeah, it means
They're taking them
you'll.
off.
I think it means you'll stay together as long as the lock does, or
What
you're.
was that one bridge that we was watching? Something it had locks weighing it down. It was.
Yeah, they had to start taking. I forget, but
There
yeah.
were lots and lots and lots of them.
But anyway, folks, we hope you enjoyed our little comparison to 2 bridges and what could be if only it was possible. But at any rate, we hope you enjoyed our little visit to the Engineer Street Bridge down here in Corbin. We appreciate you guys. And remember, every morning you wake up, thank the Lord, because it beats the alternative. We love you guys. What do we say?
Bye.
Bye. God bless y'all.
Pond forlorn out wander homes beneath the floor, beside the road of creation that was doomed. Hopeless heart needs a sound, lonely dog is in the ground. Face these floors and wait for you. I'll make a place for lonesome too. Some say in hell you're not alone. Say in hell is not a soul.